Good. How are you?
Good. Appreciate you guys coming out. Good to get some work out here. One of the things that we really wanted to emphasize, like we did last year, was to be able to change the setting, get on the road, so to speak. And even though it's just 2 hours away, it's still a change of setting. It's a different locker room, it's a different field. You've got to change your plan, and you've got to go perform and execute at a high level. Some good stuff, some bad stuff. Thought early on, both sides were exchanging big plays. And then as the scrimmage went on, when we got to the live part of it, I thought the defense took it over. Got the offense in third down situations and we're bringing some heat. We had a tough time protecting the quarterback. That being said, I think we saw some really good play out of guys like on the offensive side. I thought Cyrus really stood out as a guy that can give us something in the run game, being big, being physical. Cam McCormick coming back off of injury, definitely a presence out there in the run game. I thought Justin did a good job getting the ball to his guys. I know he hit Felix for a big one. Good to see Felix out here full speed as well, and hit some of the new guys as well. Mike Pittman and Jawan Johnson. At the end, Jawan Johnson needed an oxygen mask. He was out there huffing pretty good, but good to see Johnny Johnson making plays. He had a great making plays. And I thought defensively, I thought a couple guys really stood out. I thought up front that Jordan Scott really stood out as a guy that was disruptive at the line of scrimmage, knocking people back. With what we're doing now, schematically, it gets these guys a little bit more loose. The ability to create some more one-on-one matchups. We had Troy do the first part of practice, and the second half we let Samson and Isaac in there, as well as a bunch of guys. Keith Cinnamon in there. But I got a couple other guys that really stood out. I thought Thomas Graham played the ball really well. Played press man really well. Continues to develop as a guy that's going to be a great player for us. Yamura continues to get better. I thought on third down, Lamar Winston, Adrian Jackson made some really good plays on third down. I said we were bringing some guys did some really good stuff, and just very competitive, which is what we need. We need the whole iron sharpens iron mentality. Some good work done. I want to keep the play range about 40 to 45 plays per unit. 40 to 45 for the ones, 40 to 45 plays for the twos. Thought our punts and our kickoffs were good. Thought the field goal situation was obviously really poor. 0 for 3 with that opportunity. I don't know how many.
You singled out penalties. You singled out penalties was something that you wanted to clean up in this one. How do you feel like you guys handled that?
The ones that we had were really so avoidable. One of them was having not enough men on the line of scrimmage. The other penalty was a holding call on a scramble where the quarterback is clearly broken the pocket, and both our quarterbacks could run, right? Save the penalty, go make a block and give yourself a chance. I thought both quarterbacks would ball well. Tyler continues to develop and make big plays, but he's learning so much from being around Justin. That we really feel comfortable going into the season. Kale was kind of banged up leading up to this week. He got his first live action this week, so we didn't do much with him today. But certainly he'll play a role, going forward.
So you had about the way the defense played. Does that say something good considering it's a brand new defense?
Yeah, what it allows us to do, with having the athletic ability that we have on defense is, the best part about Coach Avalos, he's a guy that can tie the front end to the back end, which is so important as a coordinator to do. And then when you have guys like, Coach Hayward, who, is as good of a co-coordinator as you can get, as well as a guy like Joe Salavea, with the addition of Ken Wilson, those guys have so much experience with the movements and the snaps, which we kind of played with today not much. But we did enough where it showed up big. And I think, credit to Dante Williams as well. He continues to develop his corners. And, having David Davis back there certainly added an extra player to that bunch. And Mikel Wright, he's not here today. Our guys, when they roll early, how about this? This is like the best team in the world. They get to go home for graduation, they get to go home for prom. I can't even get a prom day, so it wouldn't matter for me. But Mikel in his first action, really good as well. You see Khalif is playing multiple positions because he's a guy that's shown that he's intelligent, he's long, athletic, can recover, close on runners and ball carriers as well as receivers. I like the way that linebacking unit is performing as well. The ones communicate really well. You watch them to all those unbalanced formations and all the tackle over sets. They're getting lined up. They know exactly where they got to go. Their movements and pressures are on point. The two still got a little ways to go, but watch Drew Mathis had some really good plays as well. Keith Sims continues to show up on special teams as well as on defense. So really pleased with the progress of those guys when they're about, what, 7-8 practices into a new scheme.
You had about 40-45 plays of the 1v1s. Shane said there's been more of that. You guys have done that every practice, which has not always been the case in the past. I just wanting to see more good on good this spring.
We do, and you know, sometimes we use the 2s versus 1s to see which of the 2s can actually hang with the 1s. And now we're just going full 1s on 1s, 2s on 2s, and plugging in guys in respective positions to see how they match up. Because, like for instance, a guy like Salah, right? The 1s are a really experienced group, and it's hard to tell what he can really do unless he's in there with a veteran group where they know exactly where they're going and how to do things, and that's something that we're going to do with a guy like him. But I guess that's an example of what we're trying to do with the way that we organize practice and the way we rotate guys.
Talk a lot about the guys on the field. Like, you're entering your second year as head coach. What's it like? You know, you've got 1 year under your belt. What's it like going into year 2?
You know, it just never stops. It's I mean, I guess the best part or the best thing that comes out of it is that expectations are always going to rise. I'm talking about from the inside the building. You know, we know exactly what the expectation is. There's no excuse for doing it any other way. You know, and there's no tolerance for doing it any other way. And the expectations for ourselves are high. I'm talking about doing things the right way, being early, which is for us being on time, being a great note taker, being a great citizen on the field, being a guy that practices 100 miles an hour, a guy that knows what you're doing too now. Nothing will drive you more crazy than the guy that goes out there, doesn't know how to line up, when he had every opportunity in the world with the coach to meet, to spend some extra time, you know, after a meeting to get it down. But you don't see much of that right now. You see guys coaching younger guys. We do need to have true, like, alpha dog leadership, and we've got to put that responsibility. The bonus of that has to be on the older players, and some of the younger players can't shy away from that either. You know, you have a veteran offensive line, you have a couple veteran defensive linemen, veteran linebackers, right? You've got a young safety and a Javon Holland, but you know what? You played a lot of football now. After a year, you've got to take on that personality as well. So we're really forcing that. Forcing is a bad word. We're really putting that responsibility on our guys to show true, leadership skills and to always just set the tone. You know, set the tone, which was important on the way out here. We showed them a big presentation before coming out. 2016, 2017, 2018 road records. Okay, and it was 1-5, 1-5, 3-3. Right? How big of a point of emphasis does that have to be? Just as big as the penalties are. Because you have to go on the road. Elite teams will always separate themselves about how they can play on the road. So this, I know it seems a little bit silly, but this is a way to practice going on the road. It is. You know, the mindset's got to be strong. It's got to be unwavering, and compromise your values and principles just because the setting has changed.
Yeah, Shane Lemieux said you guys treat this like fall camp, but what do you tell those younger guys about making the most of these last 2 weeks of spring ball?
Oh, there's no doubt. We treated this, and we're treating spring ball, I don't know how other teams treat it. Maybe I do. But we made it a point of emphasis. This is here. This is camp mentality. This is a physical and a strong step that we will not ever skip. I mean, at Oregon, spring ball means something. And it's really important for the development of our program. And football is in phases. We're in the spring football phase. And when this is over, we'll go to the post-spring football strength and conditioning phase. And when that's over, we'll go to the summer strength and conditioning phase, pre-camp phase, and then go to camp. And then play ball. But you've got to have your phases, and you can't skip those things.
Is Juwan a guy that you could foresee lining him up different places in the formation? Or is he presumably an outside guy?
And that's a great question, because what we're doing with our guys, you know, today obviously you do some things out here you want to see, and other things you can't because you are out in the open. But we want to find out who does what the best. And I know that sounds simple, but man, what's more, I mean, just clear in football than find the guys that do certain things great. If these guys are great power runners, let's run power here. If this guy's a great fade runner, if this guy's a great option runner, let this guy be the option guy. So we're really trying to find guys that not only have, you know, roles, but guys that can specialize and be great at certain things, so we can maximize the output of our offense.
Kayvon and DJ Johnson, real studs on the outside.
I don't know how I didn't mention them. Maybe because I was like going, well, I mean, can we just get the ball in the end zone? But those two guys on third down has really shown up on defense, because a guy like DJ, a guy like Kayvon, a guy Lamar Winston, I can't say enough about his last couple of practices, because he's really turned it up, and he's got to continue doing it. For us to be great, I'm going to put it on him right now so you can print it. Lamar Winston has to be a great player and leader, and he showed a lot of that out here today, and he's going to do it. But getting the third down with those type of athletic bodies, you can create issues, you know. And but it starts with playing the run first, right? And I thought that showed up in the Spurs. Very consistent playing the run too. I thought we popped some big runs, you know, and you know, I thought we could get a little bit more push on the defensive side on short yardage. You know, the offense busted through them for a first down and 2 on fourth down. But yeah, those two guys, they really showed up today on third down. Okay, guys, thank you for the weather out here today. I really appreciate it, guys. Okay, have a good day.